PA football news. We're here with the Canton Warriors head coach, Coach Seacrest. You had a scrimmage on Saturday. How did you make out with injuries and stuff through the scrimmage?
Pretty good. We came through the scrimmage without any injuries. We've had some injuries in camp, but the scrimmage we came out without injuries. We made the long trip to Riverside. They're still going to have a pretty good team this year. They played Troy last year in the state semifinals, and they look pretty good. They have that one big lineman back. And,
do they?
Oh, yeah.
It's a senior year this year.
I think maybe he is committed to Rutgers, but he's got lots of offers. He looked good, and it was a good scrimmage. I mean, they're going to have a good team. We saw some bright spots. One of the bright spots was condition-wise. I think we're a little better playing condition. As the scrimmage went on, we looked a little better, and they were getting tired, so that helped us a little bit. So that was kind of nice to see that we worked hard we work hard here to condition, just knowing that's a big part of the game, especially with the numbers we got and guys playing both ways. They got to be in good shape, so that's something to focus on.
You got to get them in twice as good a shape because some of them got to play Ironman.
I remember when I played, my senior year, I never came off the field. I was on every special team, offense, defense. From start to beginning, I was out there. So,
and that's the thing about small school football. Is how many players do you got total? Did you say?
We got 32.
32 players.
Yep.
And how many varsity players do you got?
Oh, probably about 15, 16.
Yeah. So 15, 16 varsity players. So any of you double, triple, quad A schools see that, you know what hardship is now.
Yeah.
When you got 40, 50, 60 guys, I mean, think of poor Coach Seacrest up here in Canton.
Yeah, that's small school football. So, and I think the numbers are just getting smaller at all levels, though. I mean, for turnout for football. So, unfortunately,
one of the questions I asked Coach Zeckman for Warrior Run was, how do you motivate and how do you get the kids off the couch to come participate in football? What's the secret sauce for that, or isn't there?
I don't know. It's hard. It's getting harder to motivate kids. I think the secret sauce is just that atmosphere we have here at Canton is part of it. I mean, just the tradition, the crowd, the Friday night. I don't know how you wouldn't want to be a part of that as a kid. That excitement once you get a taste of coming running out of the field on a Friday night with a crowd here on a big game. There's no other feelings you get like that in life. It compares right up there with your child being born to getting married, you know what I mean? It's behind those a little bit, but it's right up there.
Yep.
So,
so how do you think you're going to do going forward into the season? Last year you finished 5-6.
Yes, we were 5-6 last year.
You had a grinder at the end. You had Troy, and then you played.
Yeah, we played
Muncie.
A state champ and a state semifinals in the last 2 games. So that was a tough last couple games. So out of those 6 losses, 2 of them were to them. So, and injuries hurt us last year without the depth and getting guys banged up and injured towards the end of the year. But I thought we had a good year for what we had. Got into another district playoff game. Went up against Muncie, of course, but that's the way it is. We've been back and forth with them. I'd say in the last 10 years, a lot of years it's been Canton or Muncie in the finals. A lot of years, both of us. So. That's our goal this year, is just get better every week. We have a lot of young kids, and we have a handful of freshmen that are going to play. And to get them better, make playoffs, district playoffs, and the goal is to win a district playoff game. Get ourselves back in that district final and work towards building the program back.
And over the past few years, you have set the bar pretty high with your success rate because you guys have gone far into the playoffs the last 3-4 years. And now last year you kind of took a step back, time to rebuild. And where do you think this team this year going forward is compared to last year's team?
I'd say maybe a little bit behind at this point. We're just younger. We graduated some seniors that had been a part of those big winning seasons. Our freshman class now is the last ones that were part of that. You know what I mean? They were there that year. We lost to Steelton at Shamokin, so they were freshmen that year. And so they know what it's about. They know what the tradition's about. Work on building it back up. We have great numbers in junior high. 7th and 8th grade is 35 kids. So we got really good numbers there. My son's in 7th grade, and they have a really good class. Reminds me about some of the ones but we've had here. We've been really blessed with the athletes we've had in a small school over that time period. So it makes me as a coach look pretty good when I have those kind of athletes. But now's the real test, is when you got a younger team and And you got to coach them up, and you develop them, and it isn't always wins, but you take your small victories and you build it back up. I think these guys are going to be the foundation of that.
Me and some of the coaches that I've interviewed this year have talked about talent, pure talent.
Yep.
And like the Roth interview, he says you can kind of throw the X's and O's out.
Yeah.
Because the one year he had 4 Big Ten Division I football players on his team, and you could literally show up and probably win 15 games just by showing up.
Yeah. It makes a difference, and you're blessed, and you're glad when you have it. But coaching's a process, and it's all part of it. And there's up and down years for all coaches. I know all of them been through up and down years, and they'll tell you that. And you need to be the same man and the same coach in those down years as you are in the up years.
Yep. South Williamsport, they were in the state semifinals 2 years ago, and last year they were 6 and 5 or
it's up and down or something. Yeah. I'm really proud of the way this area, the football in District 4 has come on. I mean, it's always been Southern Columbia, but if you look in Class A, I mean, we were in 2 state semifinals. Then you see South Williamsport go to state semifinal. Then Muncie did it last year. So 4 years in a row, the NTL has had a team or a couple teams
knocking on the door.
Yeah, right there.
Yep.
I mean, deep in the playoffs. So I'm kind of proud of what this area has done, and I think a lot of it's just pushing each other. I mean, Troy's pushed us. We've pushed Troy. I mean, we were real close to winning a state championship, but just not able to finish it. Football is a weird game, but I like to think part of the reason Troy won it is we were putting the pressure on them, and we were pushing them to be better, and it built their program. I mean, Jim Smith's a good coach, but just iron sharpens iron.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So
Coach Zeckman for Warrior Run yesterday, I interviewed him, and he said that, because I asked him about like the last 8 seasons, the state title has gone through District 4.
Yeah.
And we agreed that it just makes everybody better.
Yeah,
but the bar gets raised and everybody has to get better. And he even said, if you show up and thinking you got a pushover one week, they're the one that's going to beat you.
Yeah. You can't
sleep on
anybody. You can't sleep on anybody because football is a strange sport, and it could happen. I mean, someone could be someone that no one could ever think it could happen. And a lot of teams, that's only going to happen if a team lets down their guard.
Yep. And I think that as a reporter, it's fun for me to watch because you literally take the chalkboard and you erase it. And now we're here going into week 1.
Yep.
You don't know who's going to be a rising star out there until the games start, and you're in week like 5 or 6, and then the cream rises to the top.
That's so true. I mean, there's practice players and there's gamers. Like there's kids that are going to get out there and are able to do it in a game, and there's going to be kids that look good in practice and they get out there in the game and they're just not quite there yet.
They're deer in the headlights still.
Yeah, a little too much for them right off the bat.
So with your schedule going forward this year, it's probably similar to the way it usually is because you usually schedule the same teams. You got any new teams that are?
Not this year. We are on the same, this is a 2-year cycle. So we got the same teams we played last year, just home and away switches.
They'll be good for preparation.
Yeah.
When you get to play.
It's good for
familiar
that.
Foes.
And we've been in the large school NTL. After this 2-year cycle, they're moving us back down to small school. I think there's going to be some realignment there. Yeah. Northwest is leaving the NTL, I believe, so they're going to realign, and we're going back down to the small school. So didn't really have any say in that, but that's fine. We'll play where we got to play.
Yeah. What do you think of the border Heartland teams that are coming into the NTL?
I don't know. I don't know. I like being large school NTL because I'm old school and I like all those old school matchups. I want to play Athens. I want to play Taunton. I want to play Troy. We always play Troy, but I want to play North Penn. Yeah. I just want to play all those schools. I like going and playing different schools. Like with our scrimmages, I've always tried to get a tough scrimmage. I want to come out of that first scrimmage with my guys thinking, man, we got a lot of work to do. And then going in that first game and getting that first series and saying, hey, this was easier than last week. Yeah. I mean, this year we were scrimmage Riverside. Last year we scrimmaged Riverside. Year before that we were Southern Huntington and Central Mountain, which is a bigger school.
Yeah.
Year before that we had a real good team. We scrimmaged Loyal Sock and Shamokin in a dry scrimmage. We've been to Coudersport. And then we've played some games. I picked up Jersey Shore the one year when we had a good team.
Yeah.
And played them when they had an opening. And we played them as tough as anybody as a small school. So, I mean, I think at that point wins and losses, you're just trying to prepare for the playoffs.
Yep.
And if you can come out injury-free and you play a tougher team like that, it helps you. I mean, we've been to Hanover that one year. We went all the way out to Union, not knowing they were going to be in the state finals, and we beat them out there week one. I mean, just stuff like that. We didn't know we were playing. It was Tuesday, and Sayre, that was the year Sayre unfortunately didn't have a team, and we didn't find out till like that week or two before the season. We were in camp. I felt bad for my seniors, and I saw on the news where Mohawk had a hazing incident. And I looked up who they played, and I called the coach up on a Tuesday night. Charter bus Friday, we were heading out there to play out in Union, not knowing what we were going into. I just wanted a game.
Yeah.
And we were a player or two away from playing them again in the state finals. So I like playing different places, but I like the NTL large school schedule. Yep. Just because I'm old school and that's what I played, and it's just kind of what I like.
You're traditional.
Yeah, I guess so. Traditional.
So how do you think, like Towanda graduated a lot of seniors this year, how do you think they're going to be? Like, let's get a little prognostication going.
What I think is team-wise, I think Wellsboro's on the rise. Hildebrand's coming back. He's got good numbers out. He's got some good young teams coming back. I think they're going to be tougher, a lot tougher. Montgomery's going to be tough with that new coach and the new offense they're going to. I think they got the kids to run that. I think they're going to be pretty good. Athens is good. They got Davison back at quarterback. They're going to be good. So those three teams are going to be pretty good. Troy, of course, is still above everybody else. And then I think after that, you got the same kind of picture.
Yep.
Lower numbers, younger kids. Who can, out of those teams, out of that Towanda, Ilusing, Canton, North Penn, Sayre, who can develop those young kids? Who can stay healthy? I think there's going to be some really good games in some of those games. And it's just going to depend. A lot of those teams are going to be we're going to be so even. It's what coach can motivate, how healthy can you stay,
that's a big part.
How quick can you get your young kids game speed? That's going to be a big part for a lot of teams.
One of the best games I seen last year was on a Saturday. I wasn't doing anything, and I seen Athens was coming to Canton, so I said, hey, I'll go watch that game. It ended up being one of the best games I seen all year. That was a great. It was a shootout. It was a heck of a game.
Yeah, it was a fun game. We were on the wrong end of it, but had a chance right at the end to catch one in the end zone and didn't get it done. But that's all part of the game, and that was a good football game.
And that's what high school is all about. You come not knowing what to expect, and all of a sudden.
And you just got to get used to that. You're going to lose games like that, and you're going to win games like that. The biggest one that comes to my mind is when the Old Shoe in 2020 when we played it first week of the season. And we went over there. Timmy Ward is tore the ACL in the scrimmage.
Yep.
Going to play anyways, puts a brace on it. We go over there, and Troy's beating us. Now, he makes some big plays. He finally gets hurt in the third quarter, and he's out for the year. I mean, all-state player.
Yep.
And then we come back and tie it. I mean, I remember Troy fans saying, start the bus.
Yeah.
Like in the fourth quarter, we make a couple scores, come back and tie it, and win in overtime. I mean, you're gonna love that. You know what I mean? You got to take it both. You're gonna win games like that and feel the high of the highs, and you're gonna lose some that it's gonna hurt a lot. And I've had those. I mean, we lost to Muncie 3 years in a row by a touchdown or less in the district finals. And it took us a while before we broke through and won those two district titles. But boy, were those some hard losses when you had some teams a few years there where you knew you should have won it, but you just didn't get it done for one reason or another.
How long have you been the coach of Canton?
This will be my 10th season.
10th season.
Yep.
And man, you want to talk about a heartbeat, up, down.
Yeah.
Like with emotions, I mean.
Oh, yeah.
Not wins, losses, but emotions.
Emotions, yeah, emotions.
But that's what keeps you coming back, isn't it?
It's what makes you feel alive, what makes you enjoy it. I mean, it's all part of it. If you love coaching, you're going to go through all of it. So,
like you said, when you walk out there on a Friday night, I mean, it's one of the best feelings in the world. Even as a reporter like I am, when I come out here and they blow that whistle and the game's underway, I still get goosebumps.
It is. It's awesome. And as long as I feel that, I'm going to try to keep coaching.
That's awesome. And with coaches like you and NTL, who knows how many state titles we can rack up in the next 15, 20 years.
I hope so. I hope we can win some more. Troy did it, broke through the ice, and now we can work at doing it again, hopefully.
They showed every public school that a real public school can win a state title. You don't have to do any shady stuff.
Yeah.
You can just be the team that you grew up with can win a state title.
Yep.
And every team out there, no matter where you're at, east to west, north to south, you got a chance. You just got to put it together and go on and run. And a big thing is staying injury free.
Yeah. And another thing I saw when we had those good teams to make those runs and have that opportunity was the depth. I mean, small schools, you got to have a little bit of depth.
Yep.
I know it's hard to do sometimes, but we had some bigger classes. And then that togetherness, a group like a we focus where it's not about stats. It doesn't matter who scores. Everybody is happy. You just want to get the win. So, I mean, it's got to be a really close-knit team like Troy was, like we were. I mean, those kids live for each other. I mean, they didn't want to let each other down. And there's a thing in our locker room here said, my biggest fear is to let my teammate down. And that was from a Warrior back in the 70s or 80s. That's what a player's quote was. Not losing, not whatever, to let a teammate down. So,
and that's a great thing. Now with social media today, a lot of stuff, and I have this talk with all the coaches I interview, how has social media interacted with the Canton Warrior program, if at all?
Yeah, you're asking the wrong guy there because I don't have hardly any type of social media. But I know the kids love it, and they like to get the notoriety, and
they like the instant gratification. Like I make a video and it's out Saturday morning usually from a Friday night game, and I know my numbers have gone up considerably over the last year.
It's great for our area. It's great for our kids, guys like you do it, and it's great to get it out there. You can get it out there quick, and a lot of people can see it. They love it. I, as a coach, just try to stay away from it a little bit, but that's just the way I am. A traditionist, I guess. But I know the kids like it, and this area has got so much. Since I've started coaching 10 years ago, it's unbelievable the difference of coverage and how much we're out there now more. I mean, we have some guys. Timmy Ward's at Rutgers. Riley Parker's at Bloomsburg University. Weston Bellows and Ben Fitcher are going to be at Mansfield University this year. Michael Davis is up at Alfred University. So we got some guys in college. I think some of that helped. Getting some of that stuff out there, and the coverage, I really appreciate what you guys do.
And we appreciate you letting us come and do these interviews, because without these interviews, the fans that don't know you personally have no idea what kind of personality you got, what you believe in. And this is a great platform to give the people a little one-on-one personal touch, you know? And I think that's, and up here in the Northern Tier where we've never had that before, I think it goes a million miles.
It's huge. I like it, and it's great for football. It's great for the kids that play, and I think it'll be a great thing maybe to help the number of kids coming out for football.
And I know when at the banquet Troy had, I was there, I make the end of the year video, and Jimmy couldn't have thanked PA football enough to say, well, if it wasn't for you guys, like, you know how many people he had nominated for All-State and all that stuff, without the coverage and like people getting to know you, you don't have nearly that much, because how, like, you go back 5-6 years in the NTL, like,
well, back when I started, I mean, we were almost forgot of up here, except for in this area. Unless something really special happened, but it was kind of up there in the north, they said.
And as head coaches go, like, the only time you guys get any publicity is after a game, and usually after a game, like when I interview any coach after a game, it's usually status quo stuff. And you get a line in the paper, and if you win a playoff game, you might get a 20 seconds to talk on there. Other than that, no one ever gives you time. And I think that's just mind-boggling with football the way it has grown. And I think this platform that we have for PA Football News and all the fans that we get to touch with this, it's just an amazing thing, because as a fan, before I started doing this, I wanted to hear what coaches had to say. Like, I wanted to hear Roth in a one-on-one interview. I want to hear all this stuff, because as a fan, you have no idea what you're thinking, what kind of guy you are. And with these personal interviews, the people actually get to know you, and they can look down there and go, "No, that's a hell of a guy right there."
Interest to the game, too.
Absolutely. You get a little skin in the game, you know? Well, for PA Football News, Coach Seacrest, thanks for having us.
Appreciate it.
And we'll be watching you this year, and good luck.
Thank you.